Hey guys, so in today's video I will show you how to shoot this Apple Watch. Stainless steel, glossy, really glossy products on a white background. Let's try to make one really simple, straightforward, white background product image. And yeah, let's get started. This is, I would say, one of the most difficult products ever that we need to shoot, because this is highly reflective surface and it's silver glossy watch. So yeah, I'm going to show you one really powerful and simple trick how to light it up so that it looks beautiful with all the even light. For a start, what we need to shoot this kind of image. We need some lights. I'm using Profoto flashes, and in here right now I have 3 of them turned on, but let's see how many we will end up using actually on the final image. Then we need camera. My camera here is Canon EOS R5C, which is tethered to the computer, and I'm using Capture One to tether all my images to see them on the large monitor. Always saying that use larger monitor in the studio when shooting products, because it's really difficult to see any kind of small defects, scratches, fingerprints, any dust or something like that on this small tiny LCD screen, rather than using that big large monitor where you can zoom in during the photo shoot and you can really see all the defects or dusts or any other errors that you might have during the shoot. And it's good, it's really good to use. So connect your camera to the computer and use the big picture. So camera is turned on already. It's having the settings aperture f13 and shutter speed 1/200 and ISO 100. So moving on from here, we are shooting our watch on a white background. So table is ready, lights are turned on. Now we need to prep the product for this watch. It's really, I can't say it enough, it's really difficult product to shoot. First of all, it's glossy, which means everything that will, if you, for example, with your bare hands, if you touch this watch, then all the fingerprints will be visible on this watch, and it's going to be a nightmare when you try to shoot this product with your bare hands. Placing that onto the table, it will get fingerprints on it and dust also. So therefore, I suggest use gloves, white gloves like these. These are actually from the catering business. Waitresses and waiters are having those white gloves when they are setting up the tables or serving the food. Then these are the gloves from there, and they are not any kind of like specific photography white gloves. So you can use just simple pair of white gloves from the restaurant business. So our watch, this is a tricky one because it has this band which is flexible, and it's really difficult to fix that in the specific position. It's always a struggle to place those on the table so that it looks like straight. For that, many people are using those display stands, which are used in the store where they are displaying new watches on the shelf, and they put these on those stands. These can be bought from Amazon, and you can place your watch just on the stand like that, and you could start shooting. Simple. So let's try it out. Let's put that in place, something like that, and let's put it on the table. So let's have that like that. All right, now my lights are turned on, camera is turned on. What else do we need? We need to straighten up the product properly because it's not straight like that. That's better. So let's try it out. Let's take our first image, but for a start I will use only one light. Let me show you what happens if we use only one light like that. Let's have this one light from the left side, take the shot, and it looks just horrible. This is not good. This is like dark, ugly, messy image. We have some really strong hotspots in there, and this is something what happens when you are shooting glossy elements and you are not using any kind of diffusion or light modifiers. If you point a bare flash towards this glossy product, then you don't get anything visible, and your light is just a tiny little spot in here, this one. That's all. So let's try to turn on the other light. Maybe this will help. Let's turn on this one as well. Let's take another shot, and it didn't get any better because still we don't have any light modifiers in here. We are having just bare flashes, and this is the result that we get. We could use softboxes or some other materials, umbrellas maybe, but I'm going to show you one really powerful trick to light up this whole watch so that it's evenly lit and it doesn't have those strong hotspots, those strong highlights that we don't like really, and those are making our products looking a bit too cheap. So to fix that, I'm going to show you what we can do. For this type of product, which is really glossy, we need to surround that product with some sort of a light modifier, diffusion material that will even out the flash that is illuminating the products. For example, if you are shooting the flash towards the watch right now, then you see that it's the flash light source itself is small, and this small light source, when it hits the reflective surface, it will reflect exactly the same size on the surface than it is itself. As it's a small one, it's not going to be visible. We need something bigger, and something bigger like we can use just a simple big white board that is semi-transparent and lets the light through. So for example, this plexiglass, this is semi-transparent material that you can place next to the watch here on the side, let's say something like that, and you can take the shot. And now, as this is in between your product and your flash, then flash is hitting this surface and it will illuminate the whole surface here, makes this a large piece of light, basically. So if we put this one on the side here, next to the watch, take the shot, then you can see how beautifully we start to get those edges visible on the Apple Watch. Simple trick, just using one piece of plexiglass. Now I see that we could turn up the power just a little bit to make it even brighter, and let's turn up the power for both flashes. And let me show you one more time. I will take another one, and here you see this beautiful reflection on the side of the watch, and also the band is visible, but now it's still just a little bit too uneven. We should use, for example, 2 of those, put them on both sides of the watch and use it as it is like that. But we could use one really clever trick to make the even light on all over the watch. And this is something that helps shooting all sorts of different reflective products, like for example this one. This is that kind of a pipe shape cone that is built from the diffusion material. This is a specific material that is used for photography, and it's called Lee filters. And this material specifically is 216, the type of the material. So you can look it up from Amazon, for example, Lee filter 216, and you can use this material to shape this kind of a round, large pipe, and you can use that to light up your watch so evenly that it looks just perfect. The easiest way to light up the product is to use that one, and it will eliminate all those ugly, strong hotspots and ugly, sharp reflections that we have here. Let me show you just quickly. I will put this in the middle here, and now I will show you how this simple light modifier will change the whole image. Let's put that around our lens, and also it will go all around the watch, and now all I need to do is to take the shot. And can you see the difference now comparing to the first image that we took? First one was really dark, ugly image. Let's put this side by side here. Not that one, but the other one. This one was our first image. It was having those hotspots. The product was not visible at all. And now just one simple light modifier that we are using here is making the difference on the whole image. We have this beautiful Apple Watch visible nicely, even lighting around the watch, and the overall result is just taking a few minutes to get this kind of image. And it's so simple to shoot, and it gives you such a nice result. So yeah, it works with every kind of products like this one. When there are too much glossy surfaces or really like reflective elements on the product, even the cutlery or any kind of chrome products, cosmetics or anything like that, you can use that on jewelry as well. For example, rings, bracelets, everything like that. It's usable in all sorts of different situations. So you can just use this material, and if you don't have this specific material, Lee filters for photography, then let's start with something really simple. Let's just take a store where you can buy office supplies, and in there you can find such a specific piece of paper like tracing paper. And if you look it up, tracing paper, this is similar material, semi-transparent, and you can use that one. Or even if you don't have that tracing paper, you can go into your local department store and get yourself just one pack of cooking paper. It's the same thing basically. Cooking paper is also semi-transparent white material, and it comes in a sheets or in a roll, whatever you like to use. You take this one piece, make a round pipe or a cone, and you can get the same effect. So try it out, whichever material you get your hands on, try it out and let me know how it works. And if there's anything that you feel that I'm missing here, or you would need to know more about this setup, then just let me know in the comments. Let's have a discussion in there. And in the meantime, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.